The mother of a disabled teenager who starved to death is now headed for prison. Angela Norman will spend the next 9 years behind bars for crimes that prosecutors describe as horrific. Megan O'Rourke is live with more on today's sentencing for Norman. Megan?
Mark, with the exception of a couple cameras and the detectives who handled the case, the courtroom today was empty. Not even Michaela Norman's father showed up. The only person there to fight for the teen was an impassioned prosecutor who minced no words.
This case is basically a case that I can honestly say I've never seen in my career, and I hope to hell I never see again. But this child was left to rot, and she was left to starve to death, and she unfortunately didn't have the ability to alert her caregivers or anybody else that she needed help.
It's not often Tracy Ballard-Tangeman testifies on behalf of the victim she's prosecuting for, but Michaela Norman's death struck a nerve. The 14-year-old who suffered from cerebral palsy died last March after she was found unresponsive inside her Taylor Street home. Michaela weighed just 28 pounds and her body was covered in bed sores.
This child was completely defenseless, and what happened to her was nothing short of horrific.
Michaela's mother, Angela Norman, and 3 nurses were all charged in the case. Last month, Norman pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child endangering and involuntary manslaughter.
Is there anything you want to say? No.
Norman stayed silent, but her attorney told the judge she was a loving mother who unfortunately was depressed and in over her head when it came to Michaela's health care.
Whatever the court determines is an appropriate sentence for Angela. It won't nearly equal the punishment and the grief that this lady has placed upon herself for committing this act against her own daughter.
Judge Mary Catherine Huffman sentenced Norman to 9 years in prison, 1 year shy of the maximum. Tangeman says she's satisfied with the outcome, but feels no sympathy.
She was a biological mother, and no matter what your problems are, you have a responsibility to your children. This child died in a condition that no child should die in.
Now, the 3 nurses who are also charged in connection to Michaela's death are still awaiting trial. Reporting live downtown, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News.